Biafra, superstars, media.
Nigeria has a new national anthem. Well, that's no longer news to a lot of people by now. But what's not yet clear is how many Nigerians are feeling personally affected by this development. In the midst of mounting cost of living challenges, how many Nigerians really do care about a mere change in nomenclature to a national symbol? Well, we are now being joined by Philip Agbese, the deputy spokesman of the House of Representatives, on why the lawmakers facilitated this reversal to the old national anthem, as well as some insight on a recent bill for maritime regulatory reform. Many thanks for joining us on Newsday. Honorable Agbese, I don't know if you can hear me. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening. Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'd like to know, why reverting to the old national anthem is priority right now amidst the many challenges facing the country.
Okay. Akoko.
Si je te donne 10 000 euros,
Talk now.
Thank you very much for that question. As a matter of fact, the People's Parliament, under the leadership of the Chairman of the National Assembly, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, and the Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, we are working very hard, across board to ensure that we address all the problems and challenges facing the country through the instrument of lawmaking as possible. And in doing that, we also believe that as a nation, the things that bind us together, our national symbols, are equally very important, to be able to galvanize every citizen of this country to be part and parcel of the leadership process towards the new Nigeria that we talk about. So for us in the parliament, this is just one of the numerous activities, one of the numerous programs that critical issues that we have identified, and it goes beyond the song. It is about the philosophy behind the song. It is not all about the national symbol. It is the spirit of brotherhood that we are trying to bring together to unite the nation at a time that we are polarized. We cannot tackle the numerous problems that are confronting this country if we have our differences in mind. And the historical background to the issue of the national anthem, you will recall that in 2014, the National Political Reform Conference in Nigeria did suggest, as part of its recommendation, for us to return back to the glorious days, between 1960 and 1978, when we had this anthem. On a lighter note, every day we talk about the era when the naira was stronger than the pound, the days that cocoa was able to build universities in the southwest, the days that our granite pyramid, the cotton, and all of that were walking across the country. So we are looking forward to a nation that works for the citizen. And we believe that this national anthem is one of the best strategic ways to philosophically engage each and every one of us from the top to the bottom.
Hold on there, top to bottom. Lord have mercy, my people. Can you see the thinking? I want you to see the psychology of those you call your rulers in that so-called Nigeria. I want you to experience the thinking of those who are speaking for you, those who are there to delegate for you, those who are there to make laws for you. Look at their thinking. Look at their psychology. You all heard Jagaban, the man they call Tinubu, the Guinea boy, where he said, if he has his ambition, he would change the national anthem. You heard him say that at that time. And now these guys, they are coming to become philosophical. They are pretending as if it was a plan hashed by them. Think about it. At the time when the Afrobeats of the youths, Afrobeat music, is ruling the world. At a time when the youths from that zoo, unfortunately, they are ruling the world with their music, their Afro beats, and the rest of them. It's sort of, if your zoo country wanted to change the anthem, all they could have done was to tap from the expertise of the best Afrobeat singers. You have your Burna Boy, you have your P Square, you have everybody there. Bring them together under one voice, under one accord, like the days of Michael Jackson and We Are the World. A thinking people will think that way. Like when they did the song We Are the World, We Are the Children, people came together from America, and you see the way America has projected ever since. But your zoo government, they went back to their slave masters. Because that's all they know. Oyibo, to them, the eyes of the Oyibo man is colder. They went back to their slave master to get the anthem given to them by their slave master when they were calling them natives. Nigeria, we hail thee. They were calling you natives. Do you know that every country that Britain has colonized, the people, the indigenes, the owners of the lands were called natives? Everywhere you go and check it. The owners of the land during slavery, during colonization, they call them natives. And that's what Jagaban, the boy from Guinea, the Guinea boy, that's what he's calling, or that's the anthem he chose. Probably that was the anthem that inspired him when he was in Guinea. When he heard the anthem of Nigeria when he was in Guinea, he said, whoa, I had to travel to Nigeria. I love it. We hail thee, we hail thee. Nigeria, we hail thee. I will go to the country to go and see what is happening there. So he was inspired by the anthem of their slave masters at a time like this. When the zoo is down, the economy is down, their livelihood is down, the GDP is down. Everybody is sick. Everybody looks hungry in that so-called Nigeria. And this is what Jagaban could bring up. The boy from Guinea. Hi, God, Nigeria. Now who do una this thing? Una shame me. At a time when Afrobeat is #1 in the world. If you want to create togetherness in that zoo, you pick all the best, the top Afrobeat singers or whatever. Come together and create a song, because even the anthem, the Nigeria or the Arise O Compatriots, there was a competition. Obasanjo did the writing back then. In 1979, he did something nice. He came with a competition to gather unity and said, let the youths compete and write the best anthem. Whichever wins becomes the anthem. And there was this young guy that won it then. The Arise O Compatriots was done via competition. The people coming together. The people, composing and putting something forward. But since the caliphate, they have taken over Nigeria, now the things they do are strange. Very, very strange. Nigeria, una shame, they shame me. Now who do una this thing? Why do you love your slave master? What is it about Britain that you love? Well, Britain, they are back in town. They know we, the Biafrans, we are about to leave Nigeria. So they are back in town to take over their company. Their company known as the Royal Niger Company, that in 1960 they changed to Nigeria. Do not be confused. Nigeria is a company known as the Royal Niger Company. The same way Britain did in India. When India was known as the East India Company. Think about that. India was the East Indian Company owned by Britain. But in the case of India, when Britain left, they chose to break up. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they said, no, we are not one people. Let us break up this country and go our different ways. The same way you have Wazobia. Wazobia should have broken up and go their separate ways. But because the black man, there is something fundamentally wrong with the thinking of the black man. They refuse to break up, even though they hate themselves. There is tribalism. There is nepotism. You don't love yourself. There is red tape everywhere. Red tapism. An Igbo man cannot make it. A Yoruba man cannot make it. The Fulani, they are born to rule. Red tapism. Britain, they planted the seed of discord in that zoo called Nigeria, which is why till this date, you guys don't love yourself. But those who they told they were born to rule, till this day, they love to say they believe in one Nigeria. Gowon was shouting one Nigeria. Gowon, the name Gowon is an acronym for go on with one Nigeria. That is the thinking of a zoo man. That is the thinking of a man who loved their slave master. But in the case of India, in the case of, oh my God, Pakistan and Bangladesh, as soon as the Royal Indian Company was allowed to leave, when Britain left, India, Pakistan and Bangladesh, they fought a war and they broke away. They went their separate ways because they know they are not one people. Even though Britain made them one, even though Britain came for business and made them one country in order to governize them, in order to exploit their resources, as soon as Britain left, immediately Britain left, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they fought and they broke away. They went their separate ways. Until this day, India is now a swap power. Pakistan is a swap power. And Bangladesh, they are doing their thing. That's the thinking of people when get sense. But in your contraption, you are still shouting, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Something given to you by your slave masters. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Nigeria, we hail thee. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame.
Yeah. Check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan. Bloomington, Lord Logan. And it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah. Yeah, Biafra, it's a freedom. Yeah, Biafra, let it be known. We're here for the throne. Biafra, we're going home. Yeah. Mazi and Ambekanu, Mazi Samanek, my Prime Minister Biafra. You know he does it better. I'm looking all strapped up in this game, Biafra soldier. Let my name be known, nigga. I'm the soldier. Yeah, I'm fighting for liberation. I'm fighting for the people. I'm fighting for my freedom. Yeah, we fight for Biafra. Let it be known, cause we're straight from Africa. Yeah, the black nation, the nation of God. I am the lion, it's taking it hard. We're fighting for the freedom.